Welcome to Sounds Like Portraits. I'm Philip Ungar. This is a conversation on creativity. For this episode, I met Massimiliano Nanni, pizzaiolo and founder of Pizza Yard in Brooklyn. He came from Rimini, Italy, to New York in the 90s, and since then, Chicco, or I forget to say, is also known as Chicco. Well, Chicco has become a successful restaurateur with a long list of restaurants in the city. At Pizza Yard, he's about to launch the pizza school next year with a creative concept, providing high-level pizzaiolo training to fill a shortage of professional pizzaiolos while contributing to the reintegration of former inmates into society. So I asked him what makes a good pizzaiolo. Spoiler, showmanship is not an option. It's time to listen to him. But before, he told me what he tried to do all his life.
All my life I will always try to make good thing. It's just one way to make the right thing. My way is the wrong way. This became from like the movie of the Coen brothers, and I love that.
Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about Italy.
Oh, for sure, because my mother was kind of a manager of a restaurant. At the time, it was no manager in the restaurant. It was like a cashier. The person can stay in the cashier. I mean, who managed the money is the boss, even if it was just one employee. And it was the kids always around this famous restaurant in front of Grand Hotel of Rimini. And little by little, I grew up inside to the restaurant. I test all the flavors of the world with one finger because when they was busy, they sent me to the kitchen. The cook, the lady used to working, they let me sit in the table. And with the finger, let me test all the different items they make every day.
What was your favorite dish?
You know, most of the people love the pasta. Unfortunately, because I'm from Rimini and as part of my background was piadina. Piadina is kind of bread, flat. We fold in two, we put different stuff inside. Basically, it's always the prosciutto di Parma with the arugula, tomato, and everything. Was my favorite dish. Then the pizza came.
Tell me the story about that.
Now, the story is, it's like, you know, in Naples, when the Regina Margherita came in to visit Naples, one of the bakery, he would make something to impress and make a big present and make this flat bread in the oven with tomato and mozzarella, and they call pizza margherita. This is how starting the story, and originally I think it's still like a two of the original pizzeria still running in I think in Via Tribunali and one in Quartiere Spagnoli.
What is a pizza master for you?
I can have the attitude to decide who is the pizza master, but I'm pretty sure the good pizzaiolo is the one, you know, by his touch, you know, and I hope to have his same sensibility. He don't have attitude. Many of the people now, they have like a big name and big adventure, but then when you needed or you must see the hand of these people, they look like a manicure because they have somebody else working for them. You know, for me, it just was about the weather outside. You can recognize, you see like the dough started to be hard, you try to get back. If you can't, you let go, because if the pizza is going to be too hard, it's going to be hard to rising because maybe the yeast get killed by the salt. You know, because usually it's the story about the yeast must be far from the salt, even the table, you know. And when I prepare like oil, salt, little sugar, and the water, the wheat, the sugar.
Even sugar.
Even in sugar, just a touch, yes. I use a little bit of those. We don't put a lot of yeast in our pizza, but we let it rest at least 48 to 52 hours. The way they can rise naturally instead to have like a lot of yeast and then the yeast started to grow in your belly after you get the pizza. For that we put little bit, we put in the working box, and then when it started like 2 days, you know, we take down to the next fridge, and then we before put in the oven, we take out for 1 hour. It's gonna be. Sometime you overgrow, you can take the dough, you can mix it, you leave it over there a few hours, and you can use it. Many people make the dough like this morning and the night sell the pizza. The thing is just the cycle to rise to the yeast is not completed. For that, whatever you eat, it still yeast need to finish the circle for that it can behave in your belly. It's this is one of the reasons. We use just a few product, oil, salt, sugar, yeast, water, and wheat. That's it. This is what I use for my thing. I learn in this way, and I don't gonna change. It's working. Why? I get so many experience in the past 10 years, different venture. The people won't make their own thing. They put the semolino. They put the. I don't think it's wrong, but how I make the pizza is working perfectly for me. You go to working with somebody else making different way, you can have a conversation. Even more, I think it's also a debate. It's natural. I don't know. It's we grow up in the middle of the food, and pizza is one of the best thing. Some of the people put a lot of basil there. They let cook like as a tomato sauce. I don't agree. It's just our oven go to 900 Fahrenheit. For that, when you put the pizza inside for 1 minute an hour, the tomato is gonna be cooked perfectly. You don't need to have add anything else. We don't put Parmigiano. It's like it's no mean must be. I don't put Parmigiano. If you talking with one guy from Naples, say Parmigiano no must be in the top of the pizza. But we have evolution for all different kind of pizza. Now it's time to cook the pizza, and then it's gonna be very hard because we need to have a people who can stand in front of the oven 6 hours. For that, must be overweight. It's really important you're gonna be in good shape because we are in front of the door with 900-degree come out, and our pizza cook in 1 minute. For that, if it's cooked in 1 minute, I mean you put the 3 pizza in the oven with the shelf, you're gonna be always turn, and time you finish to turn one, you're gonna turn the other one, and the time you're gonna put one inside, you're gonna be ready time to take one outside, and then the pizza cook in 1 minute, 20 minutes. If you don't continue to move your arms and twist and make everything, the pizza gonna be burned.
The pizzaiolo is often exposed. There's an element of show.
No, it's the stars, it's the chef, it's the main guy, it's the guy talking with the mother, with the kids, and he asks a piece of dough because he won't play. It's the guy, sometimes he critic himself and say, listen, don't let pay this piece, I'm going to remake it because I know I make a mistake. Because
Really?
Yeah, it's this is what I used to be in my place because the people appreciate that, and they appreciate a lot the professionality about be correct with other people. It's not about we make a filet mignon, that costs so much. You can with pizza is very low cost and much pleasure. You know what I mean? For that, the pizzaiolo is like in charge as a chef, as a star, to see if he makes something wrong, if you want to offer something, really have a discussion with somebody else. And about his job.
You like traditional pizza.
Yes.
How do you see creativity in the pizza making?
The creativity in the pizza making, maybe it look like always the same product, but every time you see the pizza come out in few minutes, after a few slaps of the dough and a few spoon of tomato, how fast they come in, how beautiful coming, how wonderful taste it has it. This is the heart of the creativity. With a few think, with a lot of passion, you can make really something amazing. Every time is like the first time. Every time you put something in the oven after you just pull the dough flat and put some of the basic stuff, or maybe you want try to make something with a fontina, a speck, like a more like a Nordic thing, and in few minutes you get just for before you get the pizza, you get the flavors come out from the oven. The creativity, it's like a something you have in your hand, and you can always replace it, but it's not gonna be one exactly to the other one. I don't know. Every piece is unique, like a piece of art.
Beyond the pizza making, there's a social mission here at Pizza Yard. How did you get the idea to train former inmates into the pizza making?
This was 40 years ago in Italy. I was a kid, and like I told you, my mother was like a manager or cashier in the restaurant. It was a restaurant and pizzeria. It was Pippo, the pizzaiolo, and every Wednesday wasn't working because he went to the Italian penitentiary next to our town to teach the kids. And always I was curious, and always I was asked to him to teach me as a pizza. But I was like a 10 years old. For that I was kids, and even I can see the door of the oven. After many years, I opened my pizzeria, and then I opened the second one in Bushwick. He came in with this idea to make something really great for New York. It's great for really everybody. For me, it's one way to pay back to New York what I get in 24 years with the restaurant. In this way, I think I get like the opportunity to give something to the community, like the community helped me for many years in the business. Everything is starting for that reason. Many of these kids, when they're gonna come out of the jail, they have so many opportunity in construction, in plumbing, in super, any other job, but they always be them at the job. With us, it's gonna be them, the job, and the other people. For that, you're gonna be forced to communicate with like the customer, not just the owner or the boss. They're gonna be pleasure to have a compliment before the job they make it. They're gonna have a communication and show what they make it. For they're gonna be much easy. It's just oh no, damn, today I need go to make a job in the basement to make a big plumbing. No, today I go to restaurant, I make pizza. I gonna have a chance to meet somebody. Maybe it changed my life. It's you open any newspaper today for other work, everybody looking for the pizza guy. If you know anybody has like a brick oven pizza in the city, always they're looking for somebody for work. There are just few people, for that. What we're gonna do? We're gonna help everybody. Gonna help first the people. They find a nice job and the way to communicate and go back to the society. And we're very close. We work. The idea was starting with the Navy Yard 7 years ago, before the building 77. 3 years ago, we was selected for enter to the building. They get some delay because unfortunately, the building it's like state city is not move like so fast. But now we are very close to open. I think every 2-3 months I have so many applications for many of these kids, men, women, because also the program is going to be extended for all gender and for all race and all age. Far they need to be certain things. Like one of the things was they need to be no overweight, because if you are not able to stand 4-6 hours a day, it's not your job. By the health department, most of the time you must wear gloves. For that, if you have a long nails, you can make a pizza. The dough go under the nails, and it's no, and the nails broke the gloves. It's not safe for the health department. Also, I won't see which mistake I make for don't make again. I don't know if I can explain very well. It's we have our outline to teach, but because we come in with like people, they have a hard time, and I think maybe the approach must be different, because our deal is make the goal. They learn to make the job. They learn to continue and make the job, because So many people make a class for pizza in 3 days. You make the pizza, you go home and that's it. No, you must have the thoughts to show up every day, make the work, make your schedule. It's like it's the life, you know.
It's a discipline.
You call this when I call the life, you know. It's and it's really important for make the new kids, man or whatever, you know. For that, this is the first time I approach this kind of situation. For that, I think I'm gonna make a great job, but I want really be sure I make the best I can, because soon the class is gonna be finished. We're gonna call the pizzeria. I know, and I know so many, and everybody waiting about, and they say, "You have these kids. Give it the opportunity to see. Maybe you like it, you know." And my goal is like by the 2021 has at least 40 graduate. You know, we don't want to associate with anybody. We want to really make a school for make pizza. We teach our work. We teach what is the good stuff and the bad stuff. We don't teach what is the excellent, because when you are the best, the excellent, it's like the Far West. I always say that. I don't want to live that life. I want to make what is right to do. And you are better, I love you. You be, but because after you're gonna be better somebody else. I don't want to be better one day. I want to be good all life.
Can you describe your tattoo on your right hand?
This look like a pizza, but it's a piadina. It's like myself with like a dream, and it's four of those, you know, coming small, like a pensiero, a think, you know, in my mind. This was the only thing I have in my mind. This was my first hidden love.
What is this dream about?
The dream is, you know, you feed people and the people are happy. The bad dream, you try to feed the people and the people make a complaint.
I'm gonna leave the room. Please hold the microphone and add whatever you want to the interview.
At least I hope somebody have a fun with my English. And for me, it's really a pleasure, it's a mission, is because everybody love pizza. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Massimiliano Nanni, for sharing your story. It was Sounds Like Portraits, a podcast by Philippe Ungar. Music, Charmeuse de Serpent, composed and conducted by Olivier Glisson. See you soon for the next episode.